Welcome all to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. Going to be taking a look at tight end Luke Schoonmaker from Michigan, the gentleman that the Cowboys selected with the second round pick this year. Initially, I was going to do all of the Cowboys rookies and undrafted free agents, but I've decided instead to do position groups. So I'm going to do rookie tight ends, anywhere from 3 to 6, probably about 6 of them, because I want to get a feel for how they stack against each other. If I did all the Cowboys players, I wouldn't have anything to compare one tight end against another or one defensive lineman against another. So I will get to the other Cowboys rookies, but once I get to those position groups. Most likely defensive line, interior defensive line will be second. I'm going to start with tight end. And the main reason I'll do interior defensive line second is because I do have Mozzie Smith tape because I was recording his teammate on the opposite side of the ball. So I recorded them both at the same time. So here goes my Luke Schoonmaker review. Feel free to leave your comments on Luke or my review or anything else in the comments. Let's have an open discussion about this. This is meant to be fun as we go through the process of looking at different players, different game film, and analyzing which direction we think these players are going. So looking at tight ends, it's very interesting because the tight end's role is probably mentally and physically the toughest role in the team because you have to now as a tight end you have to know and understand the run game, blocking, pass protection. You want to get out into routes. You're going against defensive ends. You're going against safeties. You might be split out against cornerbacks. So the diversity of the opponents and that you may face and the responsibilities that you may have as a tight end are a lot more vast than every other position. All right, so taking a look at Luke Schoonmaker versus Penn State. Right here, he's going to be lined up in this bunch. He is running a route, as you can see from this beautiful yellow arrow. Our outside receiver is going to run a motion prior to the snap, and then we're going to go ahead and have a look at Luke Schoonmaker's route. Now, we're going to pause right here. First thing you want to look at is his stance. So ankles flat, knees, hips bent. That's perfect. That's how you want it. But what I really like about his stance is that his chest and his eyes are up, facing forward. This gives you the balance required to make a quick move in any direction immediately at the snap without any wasted motion. What happens a lot of times is you find guys lean forward a bit too much, almost in a sprinter stance, chest down, eyes down, and that reduces your ability to move anywhere other than straight forward at the snap of the ball without wasted motion. So you're going to see Luke actually going to step to his right. He's able to get direction and depth right at the snap of the ball. No wasted motion at all, right? And he gets right into his stem. He's crossing the line of scrimmage and he's getting vertical. So you want these guys to get vertical because now you have a three-way go. The defender can't assume you're going seam, inside, or outside. When you get vertical, you are now putting him in a position where he has to prepare for you to go in any one of those three directions. However, you see Luke here, he's going to give him a quick chop and turn to sit down and show his numbers to his quarterback. Now we're going to run block, and this time we see Luke is lined up in the backfield. And that's one thing we do notice is that he lines up, or Michigan lines him up, every single position you can imagine other than probably running back and quarterback. He's on the line of scrimmage. He's flexed out as a wide receiver. He's tight he's tight to the line, tight end. He's in the fullback position. He's a bit of a utility knife, but the great thing about it is that he actually run blocks and runs routes from any of those positions. So it's never a tell. So that versatility will make you valuable to a team because now a defense doesn't know what to prepare for. If I'm a defensive coordinator and I see Luke lined up as a fullback, am I assuming it's run? You want to, but we'll see later on in the film that he actually runs routes from this same position. Now what we like here, he's going to meet 43 right here in the hole, right? So what we like about this is, one, he is seeking out contact. He's coming straight downhill, no hesitation in his step. 43 as well. In fact, the two of them, they meet here, and that is football. I could watch this all day. These two guys collide beautifully. They're both trying to get low. They're both bracing for contact, preparing for this collision. Now the linebacker when they first make contact, you can see his momentum is actually winning. He is carrying Luke's body towards the running back. But Luke is low and he flexes those hips, so he's able to turn that momentum and actually finish this block. That follow through is something you don't see out of a lot of tight ends. Not anymore. That follow through is a good block. We have a run block on the end of the line of scrimmage. We're lined up as a tight end. We want to see how he does in close quarters here. So he gets off the snap very quickly. We are going to see one step and a punch. So he gets that in direction. He's punching on that first step. We really want to get on the second step. He's being a bit overpowered, but he's holding that block, so his running back is able to get to the edge and pick up some yards. Now we'll line up as a tight end, and we're going to go ahead and run a route. And watch this hand fighting here. Here we go. So again, we get out good. Jab stab is quick and clean, and while he jab stabs, he's slapping with that left hand. See him slap, and there goes the chop. He has a solid chop, and he's out into his route. Nice crosses, crossing concepts there. All right, so here we are now, wing position, lined up a little behind the line of scrimmage, into the line, tight end, and we are in a run block. So this one, he's initially going to block down on that defensive end, but what he ends up doing now is he ends up meeting 43 again. He and 43 were wrestling a little bit here. See, so he ends up meeting 43 again. Now, there isn't anything all that dynamic about this block or this play initially. We're trying to get 3rd and 1. Everybody's just getting in there, getting dirty. What I do like is right here. See, he and 43, they're still going at it. Still going at it. This is attitude. You can't teach this. This is somebody who wants to fight. This is somebody who wants to play football. And that's somebody I want on my team. Alright, so here we are at tight end on the end of the line of scrimmage. This is going to be a run play. And let's see. First step, tap in direction. Beautiful. And then we got second step and punch. Now see this, he's able to maintain better leverage because he got that second step in there and he got a little bit more power behind his punch than the one we saw earlier. So that's beautiful. And now you see he's turning his man. He's maintaining leverage because he knows where this run is going. And his running back's able to run right off his block. It's a great job. Here we go again. See the versatility, the positions that he's able to line up in. Very impressive. And again, he'll run routes from out here, but right now they're running a screen. So this is going to be a perimeter block. This screen goes nowhere. They do this again. I think it was later in this game for a 2-point conversion, if I recall correctly. But they absolutely run this screen again, either in this game or the next game. I think it's for a 2-point conversion. Could be a touchdown, but it's absolutely going into the end zone, and he gets a good block on it. But this one goes nowhere. The throw's high. Forced by 43. I might want to do some homework on 43. Calling his number a lot too. So now we're in the backfield, back position again, but this time we're gonna run a route. So this is what I mean as a defensive coordinator. You can't assume that this is gonna be a run just because you have him down here running a route. And this is 12 personnel. I believe this guy plays a tight end as well. So we're able to go heavy and run these routes. And now this is something I like from Luke, and we're gonna see this in the Indiana game. The next film is gonna be Indiana caught up, but I'll show you. So what he does. Again, now here he's kind of making moves on air. I'm not sure you need this jab step right here, but moving on, he knows that he is the last person between this defender and his quarterback. So as soon as the defender crosses him, you see him? He's turning his helmet already. So he turns his head to let his quarterback know, hey, if this dude's about to dive through your chest, You can dump the ball off. I'm here. I got you. Right. So that's lovely. However, the quarterback sees and makes a much better throw. Great job by the quarterback there.
All right, so this is that screenplay I alluded to earlier. It is a two-point conversion attempt. You'll see we'll line up on Y, a little bit of motion. Two tight ends pick up their blocks quite easily and do a good job of opening a huge lane for Ronnie Bell to get up to pick up a touchdown. Now you see here Schoonmaker is lined up out wide, and this is still going to be a run play. So you can't make any assumptions as a defensive coordinator. It makes it very hard. And this again is 11 personnel. No, this is 11 personnel because we got five here, and then these guys are receivers. Yeah, and that's a zone split, so that's a good block. He comes across, picks up the guy on the backside. Running back picks up a decent gain actually. Ends up being about 4 yards. It looks like second and 17. What about next? All right, third and 12. Our guy's gonna be out on the route. Let's see the release. Okay, we'll go on the motion first. Okay, and he's motion snap and straight towards the sideline. So let's see. Look what he does though. This ball doesn't come to him, but as soon as the ball goes to his teammate, he's looking to block. You see this? These are those little things that you need to get guys to do, and a lot of people just won't dedicate themselves to do it. This is awesome. He's the reason Ronnie Bell picks up this first down. This is third and 12, and this is a fourth down without his effort. There's no way Ronnie Bell. I mean, you can make people miss, but Schoonmaker get number three out of the picture here. Definitely make sure that we get this first down and the offense keeps the drive alive. Now he's lined up at fullback again, and we're gonna go ahead and it's gonna be a running play. Let's see what we got. It's nice. He did stop and wall off the defender. He didn't carry through with his momentum, but that's okay. He shielded like he needed to, and he was able to brace for contact, absorb the contact, and running back's able to go get up another good game. Decent job blocking there. Now we're running again. Now we're going to be in shotgun, tight to the line of scrimmage. He's going to go ahead and block on the second level. Breaks down nicely, gets into his man, pushes him back. Third and 19, however, that likely ended that drive. Now we'll run block again. There's some interesting things going on here. Both of the tight ends moving across the line of scrimmage. See, the first tight end's engaged with number 7, so he is now, our man Schoolmaker is now going to be a lead blocker. And let's see if he can pick somebody up. He found somebody in space. That's beautiful. This is a nice design run play. Get those two big guys out there, lead blocking for you. That's nice. Good job by 82 as well. Good job by both of them. We'll run blocking again. This time we're in shotgun. Again, he's on the end of the line of scrimmage. Oh, this play, Schoolmaker got called for a hold. You're gonna see he wrestles 44, I think it is, to the ground. Here he is on the right side of your screen. He has him, he has him. And there he goes. There's your hold. So that got called. That play's coming back. Now we're gonna get a little pass protection here. Let's see how he does in pass pro. Smaller guy. Guy's trying to dance around him. Did a good job just using his strength, using his size. keeping his feet moving, doing the dance. Yep, nope, nope, it's not happening. He's not getting by. We are in a route. Let's take a look. There's a little motion. This is us on the back end. Oh, this was the one I alluded to earlier and mentioned how he gets his head back around quickly to give his quarterback a target. So here we go. It's a very similar play to the one that we saw in the last game. So he's going to release across line of scrimmage. This time he did not waste any motion. If you remember the last time, there was a lot of movement on air. This time he just gets straight into his route. And look at this. He's turning his head as soon as he gets past this defender. There's nobody else between that defender and the quarterback. So he knows his quarterback might need to get rid of the ball. He shows him his numbers, looks the ball in, easy pass. And we know the Cowboys. I mean, we have a new offensive coordinator, but you do see those bootleg plays from us a lot. And that wasn't even bootleg actually. You do see the rollout, basically. Quarterback rollout, the tight end and then the tight end coming shallow and some deeper options from the receivers. Staple in just about anybody's offense, right? Wide zone sort of stuff. But yeah, he's very efficient running those plays. Now we have him a run play. Let's see what we get out of him. But it's run block. There's nobody directly above him, so he's gonna go ahead and double down. Now he's gonna kick out. Yeah, this team, Michigan, they're a good running team. You watch the offensive line; they work very well in unison. And then Schoonmaker and there are two other tight ends in this on this team who all do a very good job of blocking for the run. He's probably the better of the three, but I haven't studied the other two to really give any analysis. So let's see, Schoonmaker's gonna get out on the route again. Let's see what he does with his hands. Oh, he didn't need to do anything. He just dipped and got around this guy. This is actually the tackle's responsibility, so he just dipped around him a little bit. He's immediately in his stem. See how quickly he gets vertical? He breaks down, foot in the ground, and creates a ton of space. We saw this same route from him in the other game. He didn't receive the ball that time, but he did this time. This was a great route. Thank you very much to Fox for showing this replay. So yeah, from this angle we can see he just takes his step. Look at this release. That first step, depth and distance. Beautiful. Then he's gonna stick that foot on the ground. Boom. Turn and gone. That's a beautiful, beautiful separation, catch, and yak. That's what you're looking for. He leans into it. Then tight ends that are run blockers, they look for contact when they receive the ball as well. He very much does that, and we can appreciate that, of course. So let's see, we're running another route here. Straight up the field. Oh, here he goes. Bit of a crosser. He's looking for it. All right, quarterback gets it out to the receiver. Let's see. We got a replay here. Let's see. So there goes our boot. There goes that fake. And this is what's going to happen. And this is what happens with Dallas, too. You line up with a tight end. Oh, and they have a second tight end. So you line up in 12 personnel. You have an effective run game. So these guys are going to bite. These guys are absolutely going to bite. Schoolmaker's going to start his move in the exact same way he would as if he was blocking for this run. And then he's going to run against the tide. And by the time these guys realize, it's much too late. It's all created by a good run game. Speaking of, I'm going to get a run here. Let's see what we get for a block out of our boy Luke Schoonmaker on this one. Okay, so similar to what we saw a little while ago, we have these two tight ends crossing the line of scrimmage as lead blocks. Last time 82 was in front and he made first contact, and then Schoonmaker ran ahead and was the lead block. Now they're going to reverse roles. Schoonmaker takes that Blocked quite well. Pick up a few yards. He wasn't able to hold onto the block and allow 82 to really get out inside the edge as well. Because he did get knocked back a little bit, but we still got a positive gain. Now we're out on the route on this play. Oh, that's just a quick out. But you see, the stem, even though it's a quick out, see the stem? He's vertical so quickly that there's no towel until he digs his foot in the ground and he goes out. There's no way the defender makes out that space. Sometimes we don't appreciate what it takes to actually run these shorter routes, but this was an absolutely phenomenal job. He sold it, hard step to the inside, created a ton of space. That's a great route. Route again. And now this game, we Schoonmaker caught 9 passes in this game. So this was part of the main reason I'm going to watch this game because we saw him blocking a lot predominantly in the other game, and now we want to be able to see the other side of this thing, right? This is where they believe he needs some development. I mean, if you need development, period, every player, everywhere. But the stronger part of his game is meant to be his blocking game, from what all the analysis is. But keep in mind, Michigan is a running team, so the tight ends aren't going to get the ball a whole lot. Let's go route. Did he flatten that out enough? I wonder if he flattens this, or even comes back what they call negative, like he's trying to come back to the quarterback. Does he end up more open? It looks like he runs himself into coverage actually here. Yeah, because this DB, if you see, he actually breaks down once the ball is coming. So had Schoolmaker stayed here, it's an easy catch. He made this more difficult than it had to be. This was ruled not a catch, and then they reviewed it and determined that it was a catch. He got his hands under it, but it was made harder than it needed to be. So he's gonna have to flatten that route out, and I don't doubt that he'll be able to learn that because he seems like a smart kid, a smart young man. My apologies. It's a good job getting his hands under there. Good job of concentration with the defensive play all over his back, but it was only made difficult because he did not flatten that route. We'll catch in the end. So again, we're out on the route. Yeah, so this game we definitely have a lot of footage of him getting out here, running these routes, getting his hands up and seeing how well he catches. Got his head around quickly here. Does a good job presenting himself as a target to his quarterback. And that's an easy one. 5 factory yards. Good stuff. All right, we got another running play here. Keep those feet moving. Keep those feet moving. Look at the feet. Chop, chop, chop. Oh, man. That little running back is shifty. Ooh, boy, number one. You're not going to want to watch that film. All right, and we're running about here. Oh, he dives for the pylon here. I can't remember if they gave him the touchdown or not. Initially, they did. I can't remember if it came back or not. This is probably the last play we're looking at here, though. But in the replay, to me, it honestly looked as though it should have been short by inches. But that's not really the important thing here. Let's see, he got his head around. Look at those blocks. Those receivers are blocking. There's a culture at Michigan. These guys are all gonna get on the blocks. You block or Harbaugh's not putting you in the game. This is good football, man. Some people might think it's well, I shouldn't say some people might think the commentators even in this game will say how boring Michigan's offense is, but maybe I'm just a purist. I enjoy it. I don't think it's boring at all.